the services that the state government should be providing, and they certainly seem to have doubts about that. All of this was very interesting. This morning, I had a meeting with a whole collection of teachers, and the teachers' own concerns about the new education policy and the way in which education should be implemented in the state are also very important for us to hear. Today I'm with you. I'm going to carry on with some more campaign events later. Abhishek Dutt, our AICC Secretary, has some plans for me today and tomorrow. I'm also campaigning for Krishna Baira Gowda, a good friend, and I campaigned for him 5 years ago as well, with good results, and I'm looking forward to the same here. I would say that our message is very simple. We have seen, unfortunately, over 4 years now of rather bad governance in the state of Karnataka. And when there is bad governance and there is nothing to see, the people inevitably wonder what they need the government for. There are essential needs of the people that are not being met, and the Congress Party has already come out with a number of very specific pledges to fulfill those needs. Whether it is ensuring that unemployed graduates and unemployed diploma holders should get some support from the state so they can live with self-respect while they search for jobs, whether it is giving honor to the Grihalakshmis, the homemakers of our states, so that they can again have some compensation for their unpaid labor to keep our society strong and together, whether it is pledging to improve the infrastructure of Bangalore, which used to be the pride of Karnataka and of India, but which is now becoming an embarrassment, with, as you know, the World Global Livability Index, which used to rank Bangalore as the most livable city in India, now ranks it as the least livable city of all the cities in the world that they rank. Similarly, the TomTom Traffic Index says that we are the most congested city in Bangalore of all the cities. And Janagraha says that urban governance is worst in Bangalore. So you're looking at objective, non-political indices, and they're all showing a lack of seriousness when it comes to urban governance. So whether it's state-level governance, whether it's urban-level governance, we feel that there are serious deficiencies that a Congress government is ready and prepared to tackle. I think the people in the state are tired of 40% commission. What they want is 100% commitment, and that's what we will give. 100% commitment to the well-being of the people of Karnataka. And I, with those words, will stop and take your questions. I think my colleagues here are very well acquainted with the problems and issues of the state, and I'm sure that they will be here in a position to answer any additional issues as well. But I'm here to take your questions. Floor is yours.
How do you see Kharge as Karnataka CM so that you can acquire AICC President post?
Listen, Mr. Kharge is my very respected party president, and I think now that he has been in the saddle as presiding over the party, we are all giving him our full support. The Congress party has a tradition of not discussing CM candidates till after an election is over. And that is a healthy practice, because at the moment we want everyone, leaders, fresh entrants, to focus on winning the elections first. And once the elections are won, I'm sure that we can have more time to discuss various options.
How do you see the KMF Amul issue? How do you see the KMF Amul issue in Karnataka?
The what issue, sorry?
Amul.
Oh, the Amul issue, yeah.
We have a local brand, Nandini.
That's right. We all want to protect the Nandini brand, which has been built up with such care. But I think buy media has to be found. And certainly one of the good things we should have is Nandini should also be exported to more states. If we start getting too protectionist, we may not be helping. We may not be helping our national economy. But at the same time, I understand the concerns of those who are working in Karnataka, who are, after all, contributing to the success and quality of the Nandini brand. And we have to take their needs into account as well. But I think that this is a matter which The government seems to be squirming about instead of having a clear vision. Let them find a way forward.
Yeah.
If I may jump in, my late uncle M.V. Krishnappa set up Bangalore Dairy and the Karnataka Milk Federation. Karnataka has seen under the BJP the loss of multiple local brands. The State Bank of Mysore doesn't exist anymore. Vijaya Bank, Syndicate Bank, all of these have been merged with Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank. All sorts of things are happening. Mr. Amit Shah has taken over as Minister for Cooperation, and in the process he is busy taking over and manipulating the cooperative sector, and we are very worried that Nandini and the KMF organization is under threat. Well, every one of us in Karnataka, in the Karnataka Congress, while we respect competition and markets, we will do our utmost to ensure that Nandini continues to prevail, continues to dominate, and that we will not let Amul come and take over and sweep us under the carpet in Karnataka.
There's a robust answer for you. Yeah.
How do you see in Karnataka, there is problem that the Congress is getting a lot of people from the BJP?
Yes, I've been seeing the numbers.
Across the country, there seems to be this perception that is being built that the BJP is welcoming many leaders from the Congress, including somebody like Nari Lansman, who looks up to you as a mentor. How do you believe that that perception is denting the Congress's campaign?
Well, if you look at the Karnataka situation, I see 5 MLAs, 2 MLCs, 11 former MLAs, 4 former MLCs, and 1 former MP have all joined the Congress literally in the last few months and weeks. So it does suggest that people from other parties are seeing the Congress as the inevitable victorious party in Karnataka. I must say that I'm disappointed with a couple of the people you mentioned joining the BJP for the simple reason that I know them to be secular-minded individuals, and I don't think they will find a welcoming home in a party that is fundamentally committed, unfortunately, to a particularly communal agenda. And therefore, I think they've made a mistake. I'm therefore disappointed. I'm not hesitating to conceal that. There may be dissatisfactions, often related to individual feelings of frustration or of aspirations thwarted. I think every individual has a right to pursue their own political dreams, and I have no problem with that. But I do have a problem when people go to an ideology that is the opposite of what they have always practiced and what they've always believed in. You know, I'm not saying that no one has a right to leave a party, to change their mind. As I said, we have welcomed many in Karnataka recently. They have the right to change their mind, but there must be some principles. I've always said, what is politics about? Politics is about a vision of a better society. We are working for our idea of a better India, and that means we have certain principles, certain values that we stand by. Now, we can take our commitments to another party that shares the same values and principles. But how can we go to a party that has the opposite set of values and principles? That I find difficult to understand, and that's where my disappointment with some of the people you mentioned who have gone to the dark side, as one might say, is I think they will sadly have to repent their choices as they see how they are treated in their new home. They will not be treated as they are perhaps expecting to be.
Does it impact your campaign in Karnataka? Do you believe it does?
So I think in Karnataka, every indication we are getting is that people are looking with great hope and optimism towards the Congress. I've only been here 2 days and talked to voters, but there's quite a cross-section of people, from people at a place like the Bangalore Club to the first-time voters I met yesterday, to the teachers, very often from rather modest schools that I spoke to this morning. I get the sentiment. Is there a crisis going on here? I get the sentiment that people are interested very much in seeing the Congress offer a respectable alternative to the misgovernance that they've endured in the last 4 years. And I think people in Bangalore particularly see that their city has such great potential. It's so sad that a city that was very evidently the most favored destination for IT investment, for example, till a few years ago, certainly 2017, 2018, investment kept on going up. Now it's been plummeting in the last 3-4 years. And investments are coming, but they're going to other cities. Why is that? It's again a reflection of urban governance or misgovernance by those who are in power in this state. So I will say to all of you that the need for change could not be more palpable. And I think cutting across the cross-section of society, we are expecting to see a very good result in this election.
Sir, what's your prediction? Because Pawar said Karnataka is very hopeful state for Congress party.
Yeah, I think Karnataka is a very hopeful state. I think personally, it's not my job to come up with numbers. I know one or two of my senior colleagues here have mentioned numbers. I think you can quote their numbers. For me, what is important is that we get across the majority mark. Because sadly, we have seen in the past that the BJP, with their rather disgraceful Operation Kamala and their Operation Lotus in other states, have subverted the popular mandate. And that should not be allowed to happen again. So my request to the people of Karnataka is, give us a clear majority so that we can stop inadvisable